Happy Friday, everybody! What's up, y'all? Hey, Joe. How you doing, man? How are you? Y'all ready for a good weekend? Marco in the house. Mr. Angelo. How y'all doing? Now, I hope that everybody understood that this was going to be a quick live today, judging with the fact that it's a giveaway live. It's just giveaway. I'm not going to ramble for an hour and a half today. Otherwise, the wife will be right. Mrs. Urban would be right, and we don't want her to be right. Uh, I'll explain. So we have an event down at the military base that's supposed to start at 4:30, and there's a movie playing at 5, or no, 6. Sorry, 6. So and the base is about a good 40 minutes away. What up, Elcap? How you doing? So with that event going on this evening, and it's already 3:45. Well, just about 3:45. I need to make this a very short live because that was an event that she planned for us to do, and this morning when I was like, but honey, I got my live and I planned for a giveaway and da 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 da, and she's like, but we're supposed to be down there, and it's like, I'm like, well, I'll make my live very short so that I can go with y'all. And she's like, that ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna be able to make it short. You keep going on and on and on. A short life for you is easily an hour and a half. That never happens. You never can do a short life. So we gotta prove me wrong and her, or me right and her wrong. Mrs. Urban's gotta be wrong this time. So we are gonna make this a short live. All right. As I promised, today's giveaway is the Kizer nice guy. The nice guy. And I dyed it. Did my little fun toxic bleach bath that everybody, when I did my video on the process on how I take the scales off and brighten them up and pull a little bit of color out, and using a nasty concoction of cleaning materials, and everybody bashes the hell out of me on that video that I'm making ammonia, that I'm making toxic chemicals, and that I'm gonna shorten my lifespan or blow the house up, or they just, if you understand chemistry, if you understand science, you would know that the concoction that I make is diluted enough to where, as long as I'm not like hanging, got my head draped over with a towel over it, draped over the mixture, and just huffing it, I'm not gonna get sick from it. Nothing bad is gonna happen. I just well ventilated area, and it's good to go. But anyway, so I took this guy, and this nice guy, and I bleached him out, and then bathed him in a blue RIT dye and gave it a much darker purple. It's using blue RIT dye, so it's got a much richer, darker purple color, which looks like, I know the camera does not do it justice. It's awesome. It came out really, really nice. To me, that's more of a manly purple than the purple that it comes in. And this is Rich Light. This is Rich Light handle material. And if you watch my video on the nice guy, I did a reassembly of it, and yeah, it's interesting the way these are made. There's only the side that has the liner lock has a liner. The other side is just the Rich Light material, no liner on that side, and the pivot is held in between. It's not like a D pivot. It's got flats on both sides, and it's held in place there with the one-sided liner. So that's kind of really interesting. And the screws back out independently from one another, and and you don't have to deal with having to turn both one way and one the other, because that pivot post is fixed in there. So watch the video, you'll understand. But it's really cool how they made this. Just a little bit different engineering concepts, and I like it. I think it works. But yeah, so this one is dyed by me. So this is our giveaway knife. Great little EDC. Excellent work done by Kizer as usual, per usual. Yeah, Mrs. Urban says I'm meeting you there. Not if I end it in like 10 minutes. She ain't even home right now. She ain't even home. I ran out to tomorrow. We're actually going down to one of the ice cold natural springs that's down in Florida. We're going to, there's like there's a whole mess of them down in Florida. But we're going down to one of them tomorrow with floats, with tubes, and just cruise down the little river. Clear water, crystal clear water, ice cold, super relaxing. So we're going to take the kids down to one of them and do that tomorrow. So today I was running out and getting a few things for tomorrow and whatnot, and yeah, so I just made it home not too long ago. I'm not dressed up fancy or anything right now, and I stink. I need a shower before I go. But yeah, so y'all ready? We're gonna do. I've got the knife, obviously. I've got this year's 11th anniversary Kizer coin. It's got the 11th anniversary, and then it's got the Kizer bear on there, and all his mayhem, which is kind of cool. And he's holding the drop bear. Can y'all see that? That's the drop bear that he's holding in his hand. So that's kind of cool. And then I've got one of these awesome decks of playing cards. How about that? I showed those off last week, didn't I? Yep. So I got a deck of cards, the knife, the deck of cards, and the coin. And I'm gonna try to add a little bit of other swag and maybe something else that's fun. Something summertime themed. But what was everybody's carry today? Let me go ahead and grab a piece of paper and get ready to get the whole numbers thing figured out. And we'll do that. But y'all go ahead and drop your carries. I carried since today's an insanely 100 degrees heat. And I've been in gym shorts and been out in the workshop working on another bowl. I'm turning another bowl. And so the Asher Spiro 20 in this sweet ass twill carbon fiber silver. Oh, he's so sexy. I absolutely love this knife. It's nice and lightweight. Has the wire clip, which does fantastic on gym shorts. Really, really sweet knife that's nice and light and comfortable and goes good in and out of gym shorts. So this was my carry for the day. The Pulse did not ride in pocket when I ran out to the stores, but it is right here at my desk. He's right over here, right over here. So he's nearby. He's always ready to go if I need him when I need him. But yeah, y'all drop your carries. What'd y'all carry today? LCAP had the bailout. Oh shit, your Omega broke. So now it's a fixed blade by virtue of a zip tie. Shit. Yeah, I would be contacting freaking I would absolutely be contacting Benchmade and be like, hey, I'm sending this thing to you. You need to fix this shit, and I want extra omega springs. That would be my deal. That's what I would do. It's not bailing you out at this point as a folder if it's having to be a fixed blade. Anybody else drop what they're carrying? All right, grizzly bear leather crafting. Have you been in my lives before? I don't think I've seen you in my lives before. Carried a Kizer Veritas, very nice. The black one or the OG. The Tuya Bruiser and an Olight Artfield UV. Now, be honest with me. How many times have you legitimately used the UV? Not as a goofing around thing, but like had it come in handy and useful. I don't see, unless you travel a lot and stay in hotels a lot, or you're a forensic scientist or something. I don't see the everyday Joe, your average person, really needing or using the UV light. And I'd much rather have the laser pointer than the UV light. I know they do make one version of it that has all three, right? It has all three, the UV, the laser, and the light. That's dope, but that one for sure costs more money. I'm snacking on some Good and Plenty's. Let's see, what should we make the range today? Let's do all right. I got it. I got the card ready, or the paper with our range. So let me go down here and put up that, and with a start. Do. All right, y'all ready? Let's go ahead and start off the giveaway for the Kizer and goodies. All right, the range is in the chat, but also right here, 3 to 194. Y'all go ahead and throw up your guesses. 3 to 194. Look who all is coming in here. I'm getting a good group of people wanting this Kizer nice guy. People I've not had in here before. Weldon Carey. Hello. Nameless EDC. I hope these are not turd burgling, doubling, tripling up on users' accounts. Please tell me that's not what's happening. If anybody suspects that, or not suspects that, but knows that for sure, call them out. Now, I recognize that. I don't know if you've been in one of my lives before, but I've seen you in others. Yeah, I know Weldon Carey is new. Tell us about yourself, Weldon Carey. What's your favorite knife? Or either your favorite knife or what you carried today. For you to enter a number, Weldon Carry, I want to know what your favorite knife is or what you carried today. What knife you carried today. Uh, so yesterday when I was finishing up my grandmother's side table for on her front patio that goes between her two chairs, I made her a wooden side table, a nice large one, and I was gluing all the boards together in place, but then I was using my air nailer and nailing from the underside, so that way you don't see no screws and no nails visible when it's sitting up. Everything's attached from underneath. But I did not have the right size nails. They were a little too long, because if I used the nails that I had, they would have gone through both pieces of wood and stuck out the other side. So that was a no-go. Huh?
Are you taking the bike down there?
Are you leaving right now?
I was going to leave in a little bit. I'm going to move it on Circles.
I was going to do the giveaway and then call it a day. So maybe 15 to 20 minutes tops. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to talk to Mrs. Urban about what we're doing. I don't want to ride the bike because we're supposed to get this nasty rain shower, and I don't want to end up 45-minute ride there and then 45 minutes back and get pissed on. But anyways, so what I did was I took my grinder, my electric grinder wheel, with the 40 grit sanding flap disc on it, and I was holding the strip of nails in this hand and the grinder in this hand, and I was grinding down the nails to shorten them so that they wouldn't stick through both pieces of wood when I nailed the pieces of wood together. So I was grinding, and that's how I ended up getting myself right there, right on my knuckle, with the grinder wheel, with the sanding disc. So yeah, that was oh shit. and no kidding, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I think I took off a little too much. Might need to go get a Band-Aid. So I set down the grinder and the nails and ran into the house to grab a Band-Aid. So yeah, that happened yesterday. My dumbass not paying close enough attention. Yeah, no, I'm almost always in trouble. Nameless. I'm almost always in trouble with Mrs. Urban. She constantly thinks that I'm doing wrong. But all right, do we got in all of our guesses? Again, I'm gonna let it go for another minute or so. 3 to 194. Get your guesses in. Huh? What did you guess? What did Mrs. Urban guess? No. Mrs. Urban guessed the 169. Everybody get your guesses in. 3 to 194. Hey, Dwayne. LCAP. Yeah, LCAP. You came in just a couple minutes before, while I was talking about that. I did. I've got about 2/3 of the way knocked out. I am turning another bowl. Actually, the goal is to get to look something like this guy. I'm basically trying to turn another one of these. This one's out of cedar. The other one is out of, I want to say, I'm not sure if it's poplar. I don't think it's poplar. It might be a maple. I think it's maple, maybe. But it's burled a little bit. it's got a lot of character to it. This piece that I've got on the lathe right now, but it's about 2/3 of the way turned. I've started to I've hollowed out the most of it, so I've got the outer shape almost the way I want it. I'm gonna sand the hell out of it right now, and then do some final shaping, and get the bottom cleaned up and get the inside cleaned up real nice and smooth. So yeah, but it's about 2/3 of the way done. All right, let's go ahead and do our giveaway. Let's find out our winner for the Kizer Nice Guy, playing cards and coin, and some other swag that I will hopefully be able to find around the house here. All right, winning number was 57. Without going over, who's my closest? I think somebody had a 56, if I wasn't mistaken. Let me scroll back up here. Weldon Carey had 52. That's pretty darn close. I thought somebody had a 56. Could have sworn. Oh, Grizzle Bear Leather Crafting had 86. Yeah, Ginger Fisher had 56. Unless somebody tied him or got it right on the money, I think Ginger Fisher. My Mrs. Urban is a little high on her anxiety today, and and one of my sons is one of the main victims. Yeah, so Ginger, congrats. He's our winner. He was the closest, 56. Damn, that was close. Almost got it right on. All right, sweet. All right. Hold on a second. Let me, I gotta mute you. All right, sorry about that. Had to play referee there for a second. Yeah, actually, LCAP. That's why I chose that number. That's why I chose that number. I thought Heinz 57, and I was like, hey, that's in that range. Let's go with that. 57 was your football number for 8 years. Wow. Mine was number 8 for about 6 years. For mostly baseball. Yeah, 8 became kind of my lucky number because I was almost always given that as my jersey number in baseball for like 6 or 7 years in a row. Like constantly given number 8 without asking for it. So it kind of just became my lucky number. And then of course my favorite number is 69. And you all know why I had it. All right. So, Ginger Fisher, I don't remember if I have your info, your mailing stuff. Either hit me up on Instagram Messenger or email me at urbanwoodsman87@gmail.com. There it is in the chat. So, congratulations. Let me know if you're a lanyard doodad guy. Because I forgot who gifted this to me, but I really have not found anything that I want to put it on. But this is a bead, a lanyard bead. It has the hole that goes, vertically through his head. And it's kind of silly for me to hang on to this when I've not been able to find anything for it. So I've got that one, or I've got this one. This is from Chroma Scales. They were at Blade Show, and he had a bucket or a bag or whatever on his table of lanyard beads on his cards like this, and so I picked up this one. This one is actually, I'm pretty damn positive that's purple in there. I don't know. I'm fucking colorblind. Cut me some slack. Yeah. So actually, if you want, I can throw this in. If you're a bead guy, I'd be happy to throw this in with it. I don't want to give it to you if you're not going to use it if you're not a bead guy. But if you are, I'm more than happy to. I'd love to include that. Just let me know. Let me know. You are a doodads guy. Okay, cool. So which one would you like? Would you like the skull guy, or would you like this guy? Which one would you like, sir? Which of these two would you prefer? Whichever one you want, I will happily include. He didn't run away yet. The chroma. Okay, you got it, man. You got it. I'll taking it off of the. Trying to untie the rubber band right freaking now. I can get this done. But as far as going back to who was it? Was it LCAP or BNA that was asking me about turning anything? I think it was LCAP. But as yeah, with my turning, the goal, the idea is for me to turn about close to a dozen pieces. I'd like to get about a dozen bowls or change plates, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna go with two different designs. I really like this. I like the little change chalice shape. I think that's really cool. It gives a little height to it, so that whatever you throw in it is a little up off of the table counter surface that you set it on. So I want to make about 5 or 6 of those, and then I want to do about 4 or 5 of the of some slightly smaller little change bowls that probably won't be quite so deep. Just more like a little keys and change saucer or candle plate holder, however you want to use it. But I would like to get close to a dozen of those turned items, and get Stevie to let me on let me on the EDC roundtable and post them up for y'all to purchase. And I will tell you right now, I will probably have those so more reasonably priced than just about anything that's on there now. I know I'm making a bold statement there, but not that anybody's stuff on there is overpriced. They're not. Everybody's reasonably pricing their stuff and doing well. But I'm not going to be asking a lot for these because again, I just want my work to be out there. I want my artwork to be out there and appreciated and used. I'm not for making much money off of anything. I get much more enjoyment and appreciation out of people enjoying what I create. Again, I've always the 7 or 8 pieces that I've turned in the last 3 or 4 years have just all been gifts to those who have really put out some strong friendship with me. And I have a couple more of y'all to gift some round turned pieces. But yeah, that's that. I've got this. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the box for you, Mr. Ginger Fisher, and I will get that in the mail. Pretty positive it'll be Monday or Tuesday. It'll be Monday or Tuesday that I get it in the mail. But yeah. All right, so that's in there, and I'll slip the knife in there in a second. But let me go ahead and wrap this up and get out of here so I can get going. Otherwise, Miss Irvin will be mad again. We don't want that. Lord knows we don't want that. But all right, hey, y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for dropping in. Congrats again, Ginger Fisher. Let me write that down. Either reach out to me on Instagram or I put up my pen. I put up my pen back up there. Or email me, urbanwoodsman at gmail87@gmail.com. And I will see you guys in other chats throughout the weekend. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Thanks again. Yeah, LCAP and let's see, LCAP, BNA, and there's 1 or 2 other people that I would like to gift some round pieces to. But then again, I'm going to be making some more. And then y'all tell me what you. I'm going to do a video on some Christmas ornaments, wood turned Christmas ornaments, and y'all tell me what in the chats or in the comments on that video. It'll be a little while before I make that video, but I plan to also make Christmas ornaments, wood turned Christmas ornaments, and y'all tell me what you think, which ones. I've made probably about 4 or 5 different ones, and I'd like to streamline it to 3 and just have 3 options and crank out a whole bunch of those for Christmas time to put up for sale as well. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all be safe. Take care. If it's insanely hot where you live, drink lots of water. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.